So good morning, everybody. Welcome to your first bar class of 2023. Glad to see everybody. So grab your weights, hang them by your sides, take a small bend in your knees, and pull the tummy in. Start to roll the shoulders up, back, and around, up, back, and around. So feel the weights, pulling your shoulders back, enjoying the nice stretch to your back. 2 more times. It's 1. Now reverse the circle, go forward and around. Nice, forward and around. Feel all 4 corners of your feet grounding you, acknowledging the importance of your big toe. 2 more times, it's 1. And 2, take the weights in front of your shoulders, pull the shoulders down. Start to just lift and lower the shoulders up and down. Take a small bend in your elbows so the weights are not that heavy. Just warming up, nothing crazy. 2 more times, it's 1. Now hold the shoulders down, bring them forward and pull back on the beat. So protract, retract, just understanding the movement of the shoulder girdle. Yes, 2 more times. It's 1, it's 2. Join the weights together, elbows high and wide. Keep that bend in your knees, thoracic rotation, open to the right and center. Now take your eye gaze with you. So try not to move your hips. Think about elbow to opposite hip. Getting this nice detoxifying stretch for the middle part of the back. Exhale as you pull back. Inhale as you come forward, back. 2 more times. It's back. 1 more time. We open. Bring the weights back together. Open your feet a little wider, toes pointing straight ahead. Come into your squat. So I'm looking over my cliff. I'm trying not to arch my back. I drop and hold. Again, shoulders are back and down, using your breath. Exhale, down and hold. 2 more times. 1 more time. Stay here. Start pedaling through the heels, warming up the feet, the Achilles, the calves. Feeling that big toe working. Yeah, we have 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Both heels down. Reach the weights forward. We stand up, vertical spine. We sit, inclined spine. Up for 2. And reach the fingers away. So as you stand, squeeze the glutes, and as you reach the fingers forward in your squat, feel the muscles of the back activating. Nice. We have 4 more. And up. It's lower. And lift 2 more times. Lower. And lift 1 more time. Lower. Stay here. Start to shift your weight to the left and right. So dig your big toe into the floor. Squeeze the butt, lengthening the legs. Option to add the arms, just to get a little cardio burst before we move into upper body work. So reach from the back of the body. Think of your back really energizing and driving the arm, turning the muscles on to move the bones. We have 4 more. 2, moving right into shoulder work. So bring your feet back under your hips. Take that small bend in your knees. Take the hammers of the weights on the thighs. We lift for 2 and lower for 2. Scaption. Very therapeutic exercise. Weights do not go higher than the shoulder. 2 more times. We lower. We lift 1 more time. I'm just turning profile so you can see me now. Stay here. Little bend press. Bend press. So it's a micro bend and a big stretch, energizing the serratus muscle under your armpit. Yes. We have 4 more. Go 2, go 3, go 4. Arms and goalpost. Light grip on the weights. We hop it in for 2 counts and we pull back. So focus more on the external rotation of the shoulder. Try not to bring your elbows together. I want you to feel that stretch as you go back and avoid arching your back when you pull the weights back. So keep a nice engaged abdominal muscle wall. It's in for 2 and back for 2. 2 more times. 1 more time. Stay here, overhead press coming up. Here we go. Press and pull, press and pull. Exhale up, inhale down. You can always do 1 arm at a time if you're modifying. Finishing shoulders here. Yes, nice. We have 4 more. Go 2 triceps coming, 2 more times. 1 more time. Roll the shoulders back and down, lengthen your arms, pull that tummy in, keep that soft bend in your knees. We lift, lift, bend, reach, bend, reach. So I'm starting with the vertical spine so you could really understand the movements before we hinge forward. Bend, press, lift, lift, bend, reach, micro bend, big stretch. 1 more time. Hold it here, straight arms. Again, open collarbones. Now hinge forward over your cliff. Once you get it, lift your arms even higher. Here we go. It's straight arm, then bend, reach, bend, reach. So a nice long arm from the humerus, the top of the shoulder, to the pinky finger. Bend, reach, bend, reach. Energizing that tricep muscle between the elbow and the shoulder. Bend, press. 2 more times. Lift, lift, bend, reach. 1 more time. Lift, lift, bend, reach. I'm going to turn my back to you so you can see I'm joining the hammers of the weights together. I reach straight back and tap, straight back and tap. So I'm not going out to the side, right? So I want to avoid going out to the side. I want to keep the weights close to my hips, off my lower back. Yes, open collarbones, tummy is engaged. So much to think about, working the posterior chain. Yes, 2 more times. Straighten, tap, hold it here. Just little lift to finish. Up, up. Just 8 more counts. Nice, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Rhomboids coming in 4, 2, 3. Join the hammers of the weights together. You're hinging forward, knuckles together. We lead with the elbows. Once you get it, look down at the floor. Again, try not to arch your lower back. So engaging your transverse abdominis. Yes, we have 8 more. Go 2. Nice. 3. 4 more. Go 1, 2. Now hold it up at the top. Choreography changes. It's small lift, lift, full range, back up. Little lift, leading with the elbows. Feeling the shoulder blades connecting. 2 more times. Then we go back to full range. Little lift, little lift. Nice, everyone. Last time. Single counts to finish. Just 8 up, hold. 2 exhale. Isometric hold at the top. Getting that nice strong back, good posture, healthy back. Yes. 3 more. 1. Go 2. Go 3. Nice. Stand up, roll out the shoulders, pop those weights off to the side. Tilt your cameras down, coming down to the floor, or bring your computer down. Cat and cow. And keep your ball nearby. So feet are hip width apart, hands under shoulders. Bring your chest forward. Take a big breath in, extend the spine. Exhale, slowly chip under. Lower back, mid back, upper back, head is left. And then release the spine, right? Articulating through your spine like it's a string of pearls. And even if your back is tight and not rounding, imagine it is. Think lumbar spine, thoracic spine, cervical spine, head is last. 1 more time. Exhale, we round. Now we find a neutral spine. Engage the toes into the floor. Lift the knees an inch and hold, lower down. So I have a neutral spine, right? I'm not arching, I'm not tucking. I lift and hold. And as I hold, I make that shush sound. Shh. So I find my transverse abdominis. 2 more times. 1 more time, hold it here, just little lift for 6. Go 1, 2, nice, 3, 4, 5, 6, moving into forearm plank. So I make number 11 with my forearms. I come down, I extend my legs back behind me. If I'm modifying today, I just simply lower my knees to the floor. I hold stillness here, and my chest is forward. I'm spreading my fingers, I'm looking down. We have serratus push-ups. So I lower my ribs to the floor and lift. So it's down an inch, up an inch. So it's like what we did in the warm-up, protraction and retraction of the shoulder blade. So just engaging the muscle under the armpit. We have 4 more. Go 2, go 3, Go 4. Nice job. Pull back into your child's pose. Reach the heels of the hands forward. Lift the fingers. You could open and close your hands to release tension from the wrist. Preparing for push-ups. Taking your hands nice and wide. Coming onto your toes or the top of your thighs, whatever works for you. We have 8 push-ups. We lower for 2. We lift. We inhale down. Exhale up. So a push-up is just a moving plank, right? You're leading with your chest, not arching your back. Plank is our foundation position for the class. We have 3 more. Exhale, nice. 2 more times, excellent. 1 more time, just hold it as low as you can. Just little press, just 6 times, hovering. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, pull back, child's pose. Walk both hands over to the right. Place your left hand on top of the right hand. Pull your body, feel a nice stretch to the left side of the body. And then other side right away. Sitting up, we have a quick set of tricep dips before we move into our thigh strengthener. So take your thumbs by your hips, open the collarbones, feet are parallel. We bend and press. Bend the elbows, press. So I'm starting with the modification. You can stay here if you're modifying. If you want more, you lift your hips, bend the elbows, and lift. Now we take it faster, little drop, little drop. So it's an isometric contraction. I'm using my abdominals. I'm breathing. 4 more, 1 to the hold, 2, 3, hold it here with bent elbows. I just wrap toward each other. Last 8 counts. It's 1, 2, 3, so good. 4 more, 1, 2, 3, and you're out. Well done. Take the tops of the hands, press them together. Roll out the wrists, shake them out, show me a ring. Place the tops of the hands on the floor to stretch the hands and the wrists. Then we take a nice chest stretch, palms face forward, tricep stretch. Reach your right arm up, bring the fingers down the spine, hold the side of the arm, side bend, breathe. Inhale, exhale, other way, side bend. Shake it out, grab a sip of water if you need it. Tilt your cameras back up. Moving into our thigh strengthener, starting with leg lifts and vertical V. So much fun. So you'll be standing profile to your counter, chair, or bar. It doesn't matter which way you start. So hand on the bar, heels in a narrow V. Take a soft bend of your knees, engage the abs, extend your outside leg. Take your hand on your thigh. Squeeze the muscle, release. I want you to find the muscle before we start to lift the leg. So it's taking it out of your hip flexor and putting it all into that quadricep. Hold it here, point the toe, we start to move. We lift and tap, exhale up, inhale down. So I want a nice straight leg. Try to avoid swinging your leg. And it doesn't matter how high you go, it matters how straight your leg is. Now hold the leg straight, flex the foot. It's bend press. Bend press. So same idea, same choreography as in the tricep work. Micro bend and big stretch. Keep engaging the abs. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Hold it here. Little lift to finish. 8 counts. 2, 3. Push through the heel. 4 more. 1. Nice, everybody. 2, 3. Heels together, toes apart in your narrow V. Take your hand on your hip. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Notice your plumb line is like plank, shoulders and hips in line. Come down another inch. We drop and hold. We drop, stay still. So there's an implied little lift, but the focus is on the down. So feel the muscles of your thighs working hard. Your abs are working to keep your back erect. 2 more times. It's 1. Now hold it here. Extend the arm long, shoulder down. Practice your pelvic tilt. So tip under, release. So squeeze the butt as you bring your pelvis forward. Just teaching you tuck and release so that you understand this contraction when we do our gluteal work later. 4 more. 1, go 2, go 3. Now take your hand back on your hip. You have a neutral spine. You're not gripping your hip flexors. You're not tucking or arching. we start to move, lower and lift. Inhale down, exhale up. Make it nice and small. Use your breath. Stay focused. Yes, nice. 2 more times. It's 1. It's 2. Now make it bigger. We come down near the heels. We come up halfway. So it's hard to avoid straightening your legs, but I want you to think, go down more, come up less. And when you come up, that is the contraction of your quadricep. So really exhale on the up. Yes, just 2 more times. We hold. It's 1, halfway. Last time, it's lower. Now hold halfway. Option to take a balance if you want to. Bring your hands together. Think lower, or else reach them into a high V. Think lower and hold 4 counts. It's 1, 2, 3, and you're out. Stand up, turn around, other way. So leg lifts again. Start with your feet in that narrow V. Soft bend in your knees, then straighten your outside leg. Take your hand on your thighs, shoulders back and down. Start to squeeze the muscle release. So really feel that giant muscle contracting. Abs are engaged, right? You want to avoid leaning back. 2 more times. Now hold the contraction. We start to move. I lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. So fighting gravity without swinging your leg. Nice. 2 more times. Hold it here. I flex my foot. I bend, reach, lengthening my leg from my hip to my heel. 4 more times. It's 1, go 2, little lift to finish. Little lift. Notice I'm externally rotating my leg to take it out of my hip flexor. 3 more, go 1, 2, and 3. Heels together, vertical V. I lift my heels and I bend. Nice. I wrap back, and hold. I'll show you from the front. So I'm abducting, wrap back, and hold. So I'm working the front and back of my legs. I'm trying to get low, staying in that nice contraction. I'm feeling the work, embracing what I'm doing. It's a challenge and it's changing you. Nice, everybody. 2 more, 1, 2, and hold. Last time, 1, 2. Now I'm back in neutral. I circle one way twice. I lower, lift. I circle the other way. So I'm mobilizing my hips. I'm working my core. I'm preparing my hips for later, getting that synovial fluid going in the joints. I circle. So you should be feeling a lot right now, right? Lower, lift. So we're working the body and the mind at the same time. Yep. 2 more times. 1 more time. Lower, lift. Now come down 2 more inches. Hinge your body forward like you're looking over your cliff. Extend the outside arm, shoulder down. Light grip on the bar. Come down near the heels, up to knee level. So now I'm in my inclined chair. Up to knee level, back to the heels, still engaging those abdominals. Yes, 2 more times. Lift and lower 1 more time. Now come all the way down to your heels, just little lift, up and up. You're in that deep contraction zone, that low zone, Yes, 4 more, go 1 to the hold, 2, 3, hold at knee level. Option to take a balance. Take your hand off your chair or your bar and just wrap back. Yes, 4 more, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're out. Find your ball. Woo! 1 more push. Take the ball between your thighs, going into vertical parallel. So face your chair or your bar. Work your feet in. So you want to avoid being knock-kneed. So look down at your feet. Make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Start to lift and lower your heels. So just getting that nice stretch in your feet. Yes, 4 more, 1. Engaging the abs. 2 more times. Keep the heels lifted, little lift. Just 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the heels lifted and bend your knees. So you're in plank again. Upper body is in plank. Combination, squeeze the ball twice. Lower, lift. So now we are adducting. I'll show you from the front. Squeeze, squeeze. So using the ball to help us find our inner thighs and our core. 2 more times. Lower, lift 1 more time. Now a little quicker. It's squeeze, squeeze, drop, lift, squeeze, squeeze, go down more, come up less. Yes, a nice vertical spine. Heels are lifted as high as you want to. You could hover or go to stiletto 2 more times. 1 more time. Now, if your heels are in stiletto, lower them so they're 1 inch off the floor as we go down. 3, 2, 1, up halfway. It's lower, 2, oh my goodness, up halfway. Wow, you got it. 2, 3, up halfway. Just 2 more times, we're almost done. Up halfway, last time we stay low. Here we go, just little lift to finish. Light grip on the chair. Last 4. Go 1, 2, 3, and you're out. Well done. Let's take a stretch. So reach for 1 foot. Take a quadricep stretch. Tip the pelvis under, and then try to wrap the thigh back more. Breathe. And then step back for your calf stretch. Tip the pelvis under, get that back heel down. And then switch feet. Grab the other foot. Try to keep your thighs relatively close together. Tip under and pull the thigh bone back. Then step back, calf stretch. And then I'll tilt my camera down. We'll continue to stretch facing your chair. So my knees are parallel. I step forward with my right foot. I squeeze my left butt cheek. I lift my left arm, take a side bend right. So opening up the front of that left hip. Then place your hand back on your chair. Step back. Just rock forward and back on the ball of the foot and squeeze that left butt cheek to open up that hip flexor. 2 more times. 1 more time, gently lower your knee to the floor. Relax the top of the foot. Extend your right leg. Bring the hip down, hamstring stretch. Inhale on 1. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat back. Keep pulling this hip back and down. Try not to sink into your other hip. Option to stay here, or if you want more, you can bring your fingertips to the floor. Keep pulling that hip back and down, trying to reach the toes toward your shin. Inhale on 1, exhale on 2, then gently lift your head, switch feet. So step your left foot forward, squeeze the right butt cheek, lift the right arm, take your side bend. Then hand back on your chair, come into your low lunge, squeeze the butt, rock forward and back. So I'm trying to keep my back leg super straight. I'm trying to mobilize my foot and my hip joint. 2 more times. 1 more time, gently lower the knee to the floor, relax the foot, hamstring stretch, pull that hip back and down. It's a very subtle movement, but it makes it much more effective. Inhale on 1, exhale, I hinge forward. Breathe. And then I could stay here or bring my fingertips to the floor. Keep pulling that hip back and down. Keep pulling the toes back toward the shin. And sweep that leg around. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And your ball moving into our gluteal strengthener. Starting with push-up position and then going into pretzel. So if you don't have a ball, I'm sorry, I'm tilting my camera back up. If you don't have a ball, you could use a cushion or a rolled up towel or nothing. The ball is just here to help you find your hamstring. So starting with your feet together, profile. So this should be your right leg. Take the ball behind your right knee. If you're using a ball, bring your thighs together. And adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. So my thighs are together. My foot is flexed. Engage the abs. Practice your pelvic tilt. Tip under, release. So find your transverse abdominis. I'm teaching this so that you avoid arching your back once we start to push the foot up. So I'm at an incline, like I'm going to do a push-up. Hold the contraction, start to move, stamp up and tap the knee. So try to stamp up toward the ceiling without moving your back. So you should really feel a deep contraction in that glute max, and your weight is going towards your right leg. So pull with your left hand and lean toward your gesture leg, your working leg. 4 more, 1, go 2, nice 3, and hold it up, changing up. We go up, up, press up, up. So it's squeeze, squeeze. It's almost like there's no release. Squeeze, squeeze. So when I say squeeze, squeeze, it means I'm engaging my muscle. My standing knee is soft. I'm not locking out the joint. I'm protecting my back. 2 more times. Now hold that knee up. Make a circle. It's up, back, around. Slow, up, back, around. So think about the up, back, really finding that contraction, finding your glute med, working the rotators of the hip. 2 more, then we change direction. Go the other way. So go in and around, in and around. So working all different parts of your hamstring. Your core is working hard. 2 more times. 1 more time, we lift side and lower. So I'll just show you from the front. Lift side and lower. So it's a hinge. So I'm not doing, what's the word? I can't think of the exercise. It's a hinge from the hip. It's not a clamshell. That's what I was trying to say. Now hold it up. It's lower an inch, lift. I squeeze the ball twice. So glute med and glute max, hamstring. I lower, lift, hug, hug. So notice my working knee is never in front of my non-working knee, my standing knee. Hug, hug. 1 more time. Hug, hug. Now just little lift, little lift. Now take your right hand, bring it in front of you on the chair. Lift your left arm and reach over your head. Look over at your right leg working. Get it back more. Yes. Feel that waist cinching. Yes. 8 more. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Go 1, 2, 3, and take that ball out. Moving into pretzel. Feet together. Angle your toes towards your right hand. Bend your knees. Place your left forearm on your chair. Your elbow is slightly in front of your shoulder. Extend your right leg. My toes are in line. My hips are in line. I reach over my head. I tap my leg and reach. Tap and reach. I don't remember where I was. There you go. I moved, so I lost the beat. Yes. So think I'm lengthening my leg to lifted. My toe is pointing. I have a soft bend in my standing knee. What? 4 more. Go 1. Go 2. Go 3. Now hold the wrist above the shoulder. Flex the foot. It's little lift, then press, then press. So it's very small movements. My standing knee is bent. Lift, lift. If my arm is tired, I could just hold it here. Bend, reach, bend, reach. So I'm working my core very hard here, right? It's supporting my body. 2 more times. Bend, reach. 1 more time. Lift, lift, then press. Now hold the ball into your thigh. If you don't have a ball, just use your hand and press down as you lift to find that muscle. Yes, 8 more, and we're done. It's 3, 4 more. Go 1, 2, 3, and you're out. Amazing. Take a quick stretch. Cross that right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Pull back. Take a wiggle with your hips. Always flex your foot in this figure 4. It's better for your knee. And then switch feet. Stretch the standing leg. That leg worked pretty hard too. And now we are ready for side 2. So I'm just going to turn. You don't have to turn if you don't want to. So setting it up in push-up position. Take the ball behind your left knee. So you're at an incline. Your thighs are together. Practice your pelvic tilt. Tip under, release. So notice my knees are touching. My standing knee is soft to protect my back. Now hold that contraction. We start to move. Stamp up and lower. Stamp up and lower. So it's like you want your foot to make an imprint in the ceiling. So finding that hamstring. We have 4 more. Go 2. Go 3. Here we go. Here's the change. It's up, up. So your weight is always towards your leg. So if you think of your standing foot, the weight should be on the inside edge of your standing foot. You should be able to lift your pinky toe. 2 more times. One more time. We start to circle. It's up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. So embrace that rotation of the hip. So good for your hip health. 2 more times. One more time. Go the other way. It's in and around. Nice, juicy, slow circle. 4 more. 1. Go 2. Go 3. Whoops, I lost my ball. Here we go. We lift, side lower, lift, lower. So again, it's a hinge from your hip, lift and lower. 4 more. 1, go 2, go 3, combination. Here we go. I lower an inch, lift, I hug the ball twice. So lower an inch, lift an inch, squeeze, squeeze. So working the glute med and the glute max. Lift, lower, squeeze, squeeze. I'm sorry. Lower, lift, squeeze, squeeze. 2 more times. Hug, hug. Lower, lift, stay here now. Just little lift side, lift side. Yes. Now take your left hand in front of you on your chair or your couch, or lift your right arm and look over at your left leg. Get that knee back more. So feel the whole waist working. 6 more. 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Take the ball out, moving right into pretzel. So facing your support, feet together. Angle your standing toes towards your left arm. Take your right forearm on your support. Extend the leg so your toes are even and reach over the body. I tap and reach, tap, reach. So lengthen to lift. So the muscles are moving the bones. You're very engaged here. Yes, your standing knee is soft, right? So check in, be your own teacher. 2 more times. Hold it here. I flex my foot. It's bend press, lift, lift. So as I bend press, it's almost like I want to get my heel higher. So climb, climb, lift, lift. Really working the waist or working the legs. Yes, 2 more. Press, press, lift. We're almost there. Come on, come on. You can do this. Now take the ball or your hand, press it into your thigh and lift to finish. Just 8 and we are out. Yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Go 1, 2, 3, and you made it. Woo. Take that figure 4 on this side, crossing the ankle over the knee, taking a wiggle side to side, breathing. And we'll do one more stretch for the lower back. So walk your feet back, take them a little wider than your hips, and bow your head so your ears are by your biceps. Take a little wiggle side to side. Listen carefully. Take your left hand to your right leg, bend your left knee, keep your right leg straight, look under your armpit, and lean your body. You get a gorgeous stretch here. Option, if you feel comfortable, you can lift that hand off your support and lean more. And then other side, set it up. Take a big breath in, exhale. Take your right hand to your left leg, bend the right knee. Left leg is straight, lean your body. And then option to lift your hand off that support. And then you can pop your chair off to the side. We don't need that anymore. And again, tilt your cameras down to finish with our abdominal exercise. Thumbs up, everybody. You're doing great. Okay. So find your ball. If you don't have a ball, you don't need it, don't worry. Just keep it off to the side. We'll start with practicing our breath work. I want to make sure you could see me. So bend your knees, walk your heels closer to your hips, and then take your hands on your abdominals, or you could take your thumb, I'll show you up here, thumb to your lower rib, and your ring finger to your hips, just so you can feel the distance between your hips and your ribs. Chin is not higher than your nose. Take a big breath in, exhale, tip the pelvis under. So I inhale, release, exhale, tip under. So I'm trying to do my breath work without squeezing my glutes. I'm just trying to feel this space in the front of my body get smaller as I contract. And then I feel the space between each vertebra in my spine getting larger as I contract. 2 more times. 1 more time. Option to use weights if you want to for the flat back exercise, or you don't need to. So hold the weights above your chest, lift your legs 3/4 straight. Make sure again that your chin is not higher than your nose. Opposite arm and leg. I reach away, I come center. Exhale, lower, inhale, up. So thinking of your body like an X, right? And your core is your center. And as you reach the limbs away, you want to exhale and you want to avoid arching your back. Now, if you can't get the arm movement, just do the leg. That's A-okay. So if you're new to this and you're getting mixed up with the choreography, just keep your hands by your side. I lower and I lift 2 more times. I lower and lift. Last time, lower and lift. Good. Now start to bicycle your legs. Reach away, reach away. So one leg super straight and one knee is bent. Now you take this at the angle that works for your back. So if you feel your back arching, you keep your legs higher. If you want more, you lower your legs. We have 8 more. 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Now reverse your bicycle. Go in and away, in and away, pull in and away. Keep anchoring that tummy down, right? I don't want to see any abs popping out. I want you to tack your back down. 4 more. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Join the heels together, knees apart. So I'm making a diamond shape with my legs. My hands are down by my side. I take a big breath in. I exhale. I really imprint my spine. It's a much heavier load. So I just lower a little bit and I lift a little bit. So it's small, just to get the movement. And as you lower, imagine hip bone to hip bone getting closer together. Once you get it, you could try to make it a little bit bigger if you want to. We have 4 more. Lift, exhale down. 2 more times. 1 more time. Stay here, straight your legs. I bend and stretch. Now there's an option here. If you want to keep your head down, you can. If you want more, you could hold onto your thighs, tuck your chin to your chest, and come into your mid-back curl. And then release your hands if you want to. 4 more. 1, keep tucking your chin. Keep that back tack down. 2 more times. 1 more time. Point the toes, just crisscross. If you want more, lift your arms. Yep. Keep lifting your chest. Shoulders are down. Yes. 8 more. 1, 2. So great, everybody. 4 more. Go 1, 2, 3, and take a hug in. Well done. Shake out the legs. Rock on up. Let me just grab my strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, you could just use your hands. We'll just finish with a high curl here. So hold on to the back of your thighs. Modification is to take the strap under your thighs, elbows high and wide. If you don't have a strap, like I said, just hold on to your thighs. You could have your toes up or down. We start to move. I sit up to my sit bones. I rock back to my tailbone. Up. I try to round my back as I go back without shrugging my shoulders, right? So I'm moving really into my rectus abdominis. That's 6-pack. We all want to define 6-pack, right? Now you could stay here if you're modifying. If not, take your strap away, shoulders down and lower down. Lift. Now, if you don't have a strap, you could just take your hands in prayer, lift and lower. Lift. Now stay here, shoulders down. I drop and hold. I drop, stay still. So I'm really pulling everything in. It's like I'm tucking my hip bones up as I pull back. And again, I'm trying not to have any tension in my neck and my face and my shoulders. Yes, 2 more times. It's 1. It's 2. We start to rotate. Side, center, side, center. Now, if you don't have a strap, you could just move your elbows. Side, center. So wringing out the obliques. It's side, center. side, center. 2 more times. Now hold it here, just little wrap, wrap, wrap. Try to take your eye gaze down to the lower arm. Nice. 4 more times. It's 1, 2, 3. Come center. It's side, center. We're almost there, team. Side, center. 2 more times. Last time, stay on this side. It's little wrap. Little wrap. So think you're wrapping more from your obliques and less from your arms. Yes, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Come center. Roll the shoulders down. Take a big breath in. Exhale. I lift my arms. I lower down. If I don't have a strap, I just lift, or I could do one arm at a time if I'm modified. Lift and lower. So you choose. Yes, very isometric hold for the tummy. 2 more times. Final hold. Hold it here. Bring your feet together. Open your knees. Option to lift your feet off the floor or straighten your legs. Lift your arms higher. Final hold. It's 8, 2, 3. We're almost there. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and you're out. Take a spinal twist. Amazing. Inhale, exhale, spinal twist the other way. Come onto your back. We'll take a bridge stretch. So walk your feet towards your heels. Use your glutes to lift your hips. Interlace your hands under your back. Walk your shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale. Use your glutes to lift higher. So it's like you're reaching your knees away from your hips. And then slowly lower down. Hands out to the side. Lift your knees. Spinal twist one way. Look over the opposite shoulder. Ah, feels so good. Inhale, exhale. Spinal twist the other way. And then I will change the music for your Shavasana, well-deserved Shavasana. Just relax, let your body melt into the floor and take this time to restore well-deserved Shavasana. Just breathing in, finding areas of stuck stress, exhaling through the mouth, letting it all go. Again, inhale, exhale, and then if you have a strap, find it, unwrap it, place the strap around the bottom of one foot. I'm placing it around my right foot. I take a bend of my knee and a stretch of my leg. Now, if I don't have a strap, I can bend my opposite knee, just hold the back of my thigh, bending and stretching. So feeling a nice stretch for the hamstring, then hold the flexed foot and start to make a small circle with your heel on the ceiling. And then reverse that circle. Join both straps in the right hand for your inner thigh stretch. Push through your heel. Bring the leg center, switch hands on the strap, IT band stretch. Try to draw the toes closer to your shoulder without letting your hip come off the floor. You can make a small circle here and then reverse the circle. And then carefully bring your leg center, switch feet in your strap. Bring the leg closer to your body and make small circles, trying to get the toes closer to your shin. And then reverse that circle. And then join both straps in your left hand. Take your inner thigh stretch, pushing through the heel, trying to keep your opposite hip down. Then carefully come center, switch hands on the strap. Really feel that nice pull behind your knee as you take your IT band stretch, such a healthy stretch for your knees and your back, especially if you do other sports like pickleball or running or tennis. You can make a small circle here one way and then reverse. And then come center, use your left hand to hold on to the strap and hike you all the way up. Push back Rock forward, try to make your way into your downward facing dog. Extend the toes, extend the legs, gently pedal through your heels. Getting that nice stretch for the posterior chain. One more time. Take a big breath in, lift your heels. Exhale, lower them down. Take a big breath in, exhale. Then lift your heels, bend your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet, hands on thighs, and come up very slowly. And we'll take a couple of breaths together. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale, confidence, and exhale, doubt. And one more big breath. Hands come to heart center, and you are all set for your weekend. So thank you, guys.